What I did last, I got a dog now.
Greetings, Henry.
Fancy a little walk.
I'd like to know... Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know...
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive. That's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
So, how do you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
That's all. Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
Dear God. What happened with the bandits?
What about the bandits?
Sir Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. Sir Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon, and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here. God bless them.
Why would Zbyszek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those... Cumans, they call them. When the Cumans came, Zbyszek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard. Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzik. I promised father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Rattay. And some of the Rattay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka? Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhoyed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
So they all survived, only Bianca is dead.
What about Sir Radzik?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Rattay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzik, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
Dante, hello Dante. The cats are all fine. Thank God. Thanks for asking.
How did you get away from those Cumans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you... When they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone. And kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother.
Okay, I know. We were playing it. We were playing it for 4 or 5 fucking hours. We ain't fancy a little walk. Where is the... her uncle, was it?
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, You worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
What?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
It sounds hilarious, Rabbi, but I played Wasteland 1 before you were born. So I'm not quite sure how much past. Early 90s. Something like that.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks.
That's the truth.
I can't believe I've come
I
to
really
this.
played Wasteland before he was born.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Take care now.
I got a weapon against my cats when they want to come close by. I just spray them with the water. That's my defense while I'm streaming. Believe it or not, it's in front of my table, so I'm just spraying now when someone comes close by. I needed to do something about it, you know. I can't play anything without them interrupting me like 50 times in a row, you know. So now I have a weapon.
Where can I find a shovel?
There's one right outside, leaning against... Farewell.
I can say easily that I was lucky enough to be born in the year I was born, so I could play all of those classic great games on a release date. From Wasteland 1, Command and Conquer, Diablo 1, Doom 1, Monkey Island, Leisure Suit Larry, Caesar, Heroes of Might and Magic. All of those games I played on the release date. On a square monitor. 50 kilograms monitor. I think it was 14 inches. Heavy as fuck. That's how it was. There was no internet, no digital download, none of that, you know. You go out, you buy a diskette, floppy, or a disc later on. I think I still have Diablo 1 on CD. Yeah, those were nice times. Very nice times.
For the good time.
Excellent. What I think of Wasteland remake? I guess it's worth playing.
I'm starting to get hungry.
I guess it's worth playing. We'll see, I might give it a chance to replay that. I mean, I'll replay it for sure. A lot of time has passed since I last played it. If I kill a chicken, you won't get upset. Here, chicken. No one cares. Pick it up. Okay. Fresh meat, as the butcher would say. Back in Diablo 1. Cook a chicken. You gotta cook chicken. Eat it. Bedhouse proprietor.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
The bedhouse services.
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Heal my wounds better, laundry. Have a better launder my garments. Pay for a wench. Get a haircut, get a shave, nothing else. Have a bed, launder my garments.
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
How much?
I'm
Hello.
not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to...
Let's make it off.
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
New level in speech. You bitch.
You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it.
Okay.
God bless.
What am I supposed to do now? Or is it already done? Bath maid.
God be with you. What can I...
Give me a bath.
May the Lord watch you.
Think it. Nourishment. Energy, health. If we look clean enough. Easy lockpick. 133 wasn't with 16 megabytes of RAM, Dante, it was with 8 megabytes of RAM. I had 8 megabytes of RAM back then. What was with 16? 266, I think it was with 16. Oh my god! It was really a long time ago. What the fuck I use cobweb for? Magic potions. Hmm. Whenever he meows now, I just put this into him. No bloody meowing. God. And he knows. He fucking knows everything. Beggars eunuch. The groschen. Whatever. Flavor schnapps. A red merchant's hat. Zdena.
God be with you. Do you need anything? May the Lord watch over you.
May. Oh. One's horse. Here. Bees or flies? Flies. Sounds like bees to me. Sorted by value. Damn, I really want to look like an idiot? No. It just sells well, that's it. I'm gonna sell all of this. Or just drop something. What can I need a bet for that? Or I got tired, goddammit. It's annoying. What the fuck was alone in the dark? I will need to check, I completely forgot. Activity giver.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honor and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Will that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Bandits attacked me in Skalitz.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion. I'm sorry.
He saved my life.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him or put him to rest.
And just what could you have done at Skalitz? If you tried to fight, the both of you would be dead. He gave his life for yours, Hal. So you'd better make good use of it.
You're right. And just what are you doing here?
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, what was that? Here. More upstairs. Here.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pirkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man. And your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter. to raise her.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Ordained bones.
Why have you come here?
I must get you a
Hello,
sword.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
Fucking idiot.
Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will.
Priest of a pig.
I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Rattay tournament takes place once a week. You can enroll by taking the herald in the courtyard of the upper castle. Alright. Talk to Captain Bernard. It's already late. Now let me see the link quickly. Dark. For gains 92. Yeah, I remember. I remember. If you can call it a horror now. It looks so fucking funny. What? Vagabond.
I'll be with you. What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only, I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point. But keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
Deal.
All right, I reckon I can manage that. How much coin are we talking about?
Everything he has on him. Half is yours.
All sounds a bit fishy.
Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pastor of the Guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way.
50 groszy on your own money.
Farewell.
Took everything I had.
God be with you.
How's life in Ratai and he's begging you?
God be with you.
You can't just walk around in the dark. You have to have a light. It's the law.
Here's the light.
They were attacking.
Three times. Would you credit it? Where did it happen this time?
Over there on the old road, and I didn't even hit a pothole. I was just rolling along and it went crack out of the blue.
Bad luck comes in threes, eh?
So it's back to the wheelwright again, and more to pay. It makes me wonder. I have my doubts about him.
Ah, nonsense. I know the wheelwright. He's an honest fella. But what can you do to cause it anyway?
What do I know? I don't make wheels. Maybe he fixed it with bad wood. Good health to you. Take care now.
God be with you.
Here. Wish the new level in vitality.
Likewise.
Carolina. Going to sleep. Let's go to the first travel point.
Captain Bernard's not here. I should stop by during the day.
Anything else? Can sleep over here. Yes, I think so. West Tipster.
My respects to you.
Place to sleep.
Have you got a bed for the night?
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
One night.
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first.
Yeah, Bill.
Agree?
That's not enough.
When is it?
You'll like it.
Where do I go to?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it out. Your chamber is the one in the middle.
Didn't know the feathers fell off when you kill a fucking chicken. Food.
I've got for you. You'll love this.
Sleep for 10 hours.
Hey!
Where's the dog? Oh, you bugged out. Great. Just fucking great. Can you come over here? Nice. Hello.
Good day to you.
Yeah, yeah. Basic.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simple.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. I'll be with you. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Not bad. Very good. Well done. Not bad. Good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. Ah, that's it. Not bad. Not bad. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Very good. What is it? Sudden visitation by the Holy Spirit? Nice. Move quickly. All right. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Well done. Good. Good. Nice. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. Ow. Good strike. Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Wrong, damn it! Nice. Well done. Well done. Not bad. Nice. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. Ow. All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. Good. Good. Ow. Good. Ow. Nice. Not bad. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Ah, that's it. All right. Too soon again. Well done. Good. Well done. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go. Ah. Ow. Ah. Ow. Captain Bernard. Wait a while, Henry.
Got save.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here? I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hands...
I'll play in here too, yeah.
You don't mind?
Of course I will.
Not at all, my lord.
Frankly, I can't wait for it.
You, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
That's the worst fucking thing there is.
What's going on? All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. The same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Good. Nice.
Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. No, not like that! No, that's not it! Ah, that's it! Good. No, that's not it! Good. No, that's not it! Ah, that's it! Good. Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to
I'll have to
train
get something
hard
to
and
eat.
persistently.
Starting to get hungry.
You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me. I can teach you something more when you're up to it.
Can we save? No, we can't.
Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Got a bow equipped. I don't. Yeah. November 2020. Get the fuck out. That's so far off from now. I missed the spot. I bloody did.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate.
Embraces.
Bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight.
Already put on.
Very handy.
Bow is equipped,
Got
yeah.
two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. If you would have gotten far there, they're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. Not enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops.
Has
quickly.
anyone told you you're
Once
supposed
trained
to
a
shoot
bit, you can get
at the
yourself
target?
a better one, and then those arrows will fly.
I haven't seen a worse bow mechanic in my life than this shit.
Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Look at this.
Where are you shooting?
Don't stop going to the left.
Now concentrate. The bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in.
Don't like him change anything.
You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague.
You missed.
You would have gotten far there. They're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. Not enough talk.
Wouldn't
Here's
you
the
rather
target.
try
Try
shooting
and
at a
hit
barn
it.
door?
Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore. That's it then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well,
Any time.
very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good, then let's get to it.
What the fuck? Man, it takes forever to draw a fucking bow. Shit. You really shot the middle, god damn it. Ten.
Congratulations, Sir Hans. Nicely shot.
What do you mean?
Bernard, it seems I get to keep the bow.
What the fuck? It was 10.
I know.
What is that shit? I mean, come on! That was bullshit.
Let's see then. Thank you. Save the thing.
Come on,
Concentrate.
please.
Oh, ain't exactly
Ten.
the choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery.
He fucking hit everything there is, by the way.
But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements, just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement, the arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
One is enough. Can't say.
That's it then.
I'm gonna mess everything up. 15, goddammit. Look now, he won't pass 5. So fucking random.
Well, I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent, then let's go.
Yeah, right.
Take that! Stopper!
Holy shit.
Well. Oh dear, did that hurt? Well, you got the better of me this time, blacksmith. You must be having an off day.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow. Its best years are behind it anyway.
What's hunting? Can we save? Speak with Bernard.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
He shouldn't have challenged me.
Careful. You might be under Sir Radzig's protection, but you'd be wise to stay on good terms with the other noblemen too. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Something. Got drunk, god damn it. And where's my dog, by the way? Eat. Oh, there you are. Oh, there's some chickens here. That's not my dog. Where's my dog? Oh, there you are.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Do I got something to level up? Main level. Less 30% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be percent worse when dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma. Your stamina will generate 20% faster at night. Improves condition and comfort of beds. Increase the time you can deal without sleep. Your energy level falls 1/4 more slowly. Insomnia. Penalties on stats following release from jail are 20% lower. Your energy levels fall 1/4 more slowly. Insomnia. Strength. Almost stamina while carrying. 40% higher chance of overpowering your opponent in a clinch. Carry 50 pounds more. I kinda want mule, and I know I need this. Clinch master. Speech. When a trader loses patience with you during haggling, you get one more chance to make another offer. Increase speech level by +3 when talking to nobles and wealthy. You can't have the lowborn perk. Go with highborn. Alright. Where am I supposed to go? Can we fast travel? Paladins? No, I've seen Paladins, I won't play it. I know what it is. It's a pillory. Ah, for the lesser punishments. It says inside here. Bailiff, was it?
God be with you.
Join the bailiff service. Who can teach me to read? Something going on.
I want to learn to read.
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz.
Join.
To put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
usual build.
I'm not sure. I'm just a boy from a forge.
Not anymore, lad. Now you're a part of Sir Radzig's retinue. That brings responsibilities. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff. What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
What's life like in Rattay?
This is a manorial town, and our lord hasn't got himself tangled up in affairs of state, so it's peaceful here.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes, and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape, and slaughter. Or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright. Keeping the peace. Speaking about it, can we rob something here? I'm fucking defending myself with spraying water. What the fuck is this? At least I'm getting XP, I guess. There's nothing. Hard lockpick. Very hard. Very hard. This is the way out. That was fucking stupid. It's bloody lux. $200 to where we can reach. What is this? Still 50 groschen from a Padzera the guard. Extremely overloaded. Yes, fast travel. Too overloaded. Fast travel. No! Oh, can I put off those books somewhere? A tavern, maybe. This is a swordsmith, is it? Market. What the fuck is this? It's like an armor smith. That's the end.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Keeper.
Jesus Christ be praised.
He's got 150. To save your snaps. My shit is buying. What the fuck am I doing? Remove. Sell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Since it's you,
A nice sum.
I'll go for that.
Yeah, it's 122. No matter in what state. Alright, we can run. Trailer.
Good God.
What's the use of them? You can sell swords. Shop guy. Groceries. Nah. What's this?
My respect.
Yeah, that one. This is the easiest. There's just no other way.
Hey, lad!
Out of 82. Once I level up, I'll get bigger inventory. It's really annoying. You can't carry that much at all. 50 groschen from Pazzera the Guard. Go. Now, how on earth do I steal it? Guard Pazzera. How on earth am I supposed to do this shit? Not like I have an option to steal.
Kind neighbor, thank you.
I'm gonna give him 50. I think it was him.
Good day to you.
May
the
it's
Lord
not.
watch over you.
He was fucking here. Was it him?
God be with you. Good luck to you.
And it was someone from here. No lockpicks.
Thank you, neighbor.
Vagabond, was it? I think it was Vagabond. There was an option to pay him. Can't speak with him. Maybe not.
Sigismund took everything I had.
Okay. We do the main quest.
Bread baked just this morning.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well,
What do you mean a bloody porn mode for a game? Why would anyone do
You
that?
should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church,
Deliverance.
St. Matthew's.
Timing.
It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Go back to York. Has that been your pile? Not.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
I think you ought to give Jane something.
I gave her a groschen yesterday, and today she's ruining my business. Have you taken leave of your senses? Why should I give her anything?
Well, you wouldn't want to look like a heartless bastard in front of the whole town, would you?
No, certainly not.
There you go then. Just a coin or two and you'll have an even better name.
Oh, for God's sake. Here you are. And don't come back.
Thank you.
See now? It didn't hurt too much.
He'll hate you now, that I can tell you. But you acted like a good Christian.
Come on. Kill a chicken, give it to the dog.
Your old neighbors are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Zahanus.
Look what I've got for you.
Finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it. First to Moravia.
Good boy. That's my boy.
Same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
Jan Birdie Yeshek, father of young Lord Jan Tachek, Hans Capon, a Moravian lord, Lord of Paul McKessel, Lord of Rata. He built a new parish church and renamed the lower Kessel Pirkstein. Right.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Isn't Paladins a MOBA? I mean, third-person MOBA. Like, what was the name of that thing also? A
We've also got
third-person
the
MOBA.
baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder.
Holy shit, I
has a
forgot. With
pretty
gods
daughter,
and
but he keeps her on a short
as the
rein,
champions.
which the young bucks are none too happy
I
about.
only used to play
I
League of
heard he
Legends,
even keeps
nothing
the poor
else.
lass locked up at home all day. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
Smite. Right. Does that thing even exist?
Comfortable, are we? Arms, please, sir. Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
King and nobility own the woods. So hunting was a sport of prestige. Please.
Let's move along to the inner bailey.
You're not moving, you're fucking dragging.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble. He's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help him.
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father.
Dog is crazy.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's hordes?
Lord be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it, and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Moimir. Moimir means my peace.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
Out so he can sit.
Let's have a drink.
Yeah. I got damn it.
That fool got me all worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break, except the ones on the gate and the tower. But that's enough about that. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway...
Why not?
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me.
I can't hold 6, I can hold 5 on here. 1s and 5s, was it? Like Farkle. Score and pass.
This'll be the one.
You lucky motherfucker.
Now you. That's it.
Can't believe this idea.
We'll see. No point in pushing it.
Fuck my luck. Is that 1? No. Fuck. 5. Score and pass. I can't believe this guy.
A win at last.
I can't fucking believe it.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind. The bell is hanging outside the Rathaus. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the Market Square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
I don't really have a torch, god damn it. Ring the bell.
I was afraid something might have happened to you in the attack on the skulls.
Trader's Tavern by the Market Square. Pick up your kit in the lower room of the armory. Could go for that first, then close the market. Why the fuck not? If it's free.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
I'd say there's not much room for improvement. You already look as good as any vassal. But your wish is my command. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
How can you break your legs on fucking stairs? God damn it.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. no, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save them bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to Buyers around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
A fart in a bathhouse.
Your Grace, show him what for.
Like, come on!
Your betters.
Fucking table.
Give that bastard something to remember you by. Beat him down.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
That'll show him.
Well, then, teach that a lesson.
Beat him down.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities to the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
With Lord Capon at the dawn in the courtyards of the upper castle. Alright. See if I can sleep here.
My respects to you.
Shit.
Good luck to you.
locked. Alright, come on. Where did the guards sleep? Bloody hell, man, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. For 30. Bloody full with energy. What the fuck? Look at the weather. $15 apples. Some chickens for the dog. There I go. For myself also. Two chickens with one hit. Fire. Anywhere. Inside. It's in a pot here. Can I drop chicken into a pot? Deal with fire. I can't drop chicken into a pot. What the fuck? It doesn't matter. Food.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Come on. There's a combat arena here also. So where is the idiot? Still a horse. Not at Capone. Hamish. Oh, there you are.
Here I am. I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse? No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse? Good point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog. But sir, isn't there a horse I could borrow?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine? Or, then again, you can just run alongside as befits a peasant. May the Lord watch over you.
Oh, we got 3 dogs now. Save it.
Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith! Look here, blacksmith. About that business at the alehouse.
Yes, sir?
Hanush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. Understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was, a little upset.
Ah! I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honour, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt. Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I'll do the best I can. So...
Listen, I wanted to ask you about Scarlet.
I don't know if... that is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want detail.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... well, it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
Not sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out. We'll make camp here. Saddlebag, wine, bacon, do you want it in writing?
Wine and bacon.
What's going on?
Coming up, sir.
At long last.
Confirmed that they're gonna.
So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am, although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Well, it's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only...
The king is gone.
Just so.
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke, at least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
Piss pot
Sir,
in my
don't
yard.
put a spell on my cow, and sir, my old woman is fucking half the village. Like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What? Humans? But
You should see your face. I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them. It's not easy for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defense?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but it was too late.
All right, then. I was only asking.
I'm not a coward, if that's what you're getting at, sir.
I never said you were.
And I'd never let anyone call me one. Not even a noble.
More honour to you. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today.
But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Wait until dawn. Cookite. What's my nourishment? 91. And a level. Okay, I reached something. Houndmaster. What was it? Yeah, it was Houndmaster. Level 3. Until dawn! Can only sleep for 6 hours. Fuck. Wait. Where do I see the dog? Sidekick. Obedience 100. There's a horse. There. We wait for the dawn. Try to sell.
What are you waiting for? Your lord requires you for the hunt.
Oh, really? Such a renowned hunter needs help?
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant, we'll meet back here at noon. Whoever has the most hares wins. Oh, and if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who hasn't a chance in hell.
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
Because we Sir Hans at hunting hares. Till I get like, I don't know, 2 levels or so. Where is he? Oh. What else do I got? Let's hunting arrows. What the fuck? I can't hold on to the slow stance. Oh my god, no. No! You're shitting me. I got another bow. I need to go back for the bow. Now one more. catch him up. Just broke my foot. What the fuck? It wasn't that high, goddammit. What is this? Less than 1 meter. Duel, let's say. Let's go. For fucking real. Thanks for hosting, Robbie. Where is he?
To me?
You need perks to get a trophy. But the 150 should be enough. Fuck. What are you doing? He's eating a fucking rabbit. It's way too far. No, no, no! Motherfucker! What the fuck are you doing, you dog? I'll freak out. I'll fucking freak out. Let's find another rabbit. That one is crazy. If there is another rabbit. Don't shoot. Oh my god. Turn around. God. You kidding me, are you? Are you fucking serious? Do that. You can fetch. Nice. The dog does the same thing as us, by the way. Since the start of the game, you just fetch things and nothing else.